Each afternoon, real setups are broken down with entry strategies and the technical reasoning behind every trade. This is today's best trade setups with Verified Investing.
Welcome to today's best trade setups. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at verifiedinvesting.com. So the S&P 500 is moving up. However, some of the memory stocks are getting these nice drawdowns into a lot of support. So when you're looking at this video, please make sure that you understand these are day trades. It's today's best trade setups. So I'm looking to scalp these particular trades, not necessarily for long swing trades. So when you look at this, again, this is a scalp trading service or a video. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Here's the S&P 500. We had this nice resistance level right here at $748.17. So this was a prior gap in the charts. As you can see, yesterday we had a little bit of a sell-off, but then we opened up a little bit higher, a little bit lower right here, got a nice drawdown, and now we're facing this resistance level again. So now that we've already broken that resistance at $748.17, we have to identify where the next resistance level is. And it's going to be this low pivot, this prior gap in the charts sitting at $750.46. Now that's an aggressive level. If you're a little bit more conservative, I would actually wait for this red bar candle high at $752.23. Now on the downside, there's a ton of support on the way down right here. However, because we're moving up in the pre-market or during the market hours, we're going to identify where the potential resistance is. SOXX is having the inverse effect. So we're having this nice sell-off. I was mentioning you're going to have a lot of resistance right here, and it could have been a potential good entry price for a short. Now, that didn't play out yesterday. However, look at what happened to the SOXX. From this resistance, it dropped over 5.63%. After this extended move to the upside into resistance, that is what is likely to happen going forward, just being met with additional resistance. Now, if we fall a little bit more, we have this support level right here at $600 or $601.54. That is going to be a great support area if we can get the SOXX to drop a little bit further. Now, just below that, you have about $590.10. And so if you're looking to dollar cost average, I would look every $5 lower on SOXX. Now, we're below this resistance level right here already. Aggressive traders, $625.20 is going to be a solid resistance level on the SOXX. That's a little bit too aggressive for me. So what I would be looking for is $640.76. Now, from where current price action is, that would still be about a 5% move to the upside. So you're going to have a lot of the semiconductors making these pushes to the upside. But those are my levels for today on SOXX. So Microsoft had this nice buy program, did close below this low pivot at $356.42. Now that we're continuing this march up, your first aggressive level is sitting at $390.12. And then you've got this resistance, that gap fill at $393.83. So if we can get up there today, that is where I'm looking to short Microsoft for a quick scalp. Amazon, also good buy level. I did mention that if we continue the sell off yesterday, I would be looking at a prior gap in the charts at $234.27. We got really close to that level today, and look at what's happening with Amazon. So on the upside, we're going to face a little bit of resistance right here at $244.36. For me, that's a little too aggressive because we've already gotten rejected right here. This is the level. If we can surge to the upside, it's only about another 8% move or $8 move to the upside. $250.05 is my long level on Amazon today if we can make this huge push. Now, this would be an additional 3.14% move. However, if we can make that push, then all of a sudden it opens up the door for a short on Amazon. Google is pushing up as well. Yesterday, pivot top, $357.95. That was a great shortable level, not a huge pullback. Now that we're above that level, you are going to have some resistance at this previous gap right here at 364. But the level that I'm looking at is $368.03 for a short on the chart of GOOGL. If we can continue that march up, NVIDIA's kind of a little bit a little bit weaker today. We are slightly negative, got close to this previous gap in the charts at $192.53. So if we get a sell-off on NVIDIA, 192.53 would be my entry for a long play, knowing that I could always stop out on a 15-minute closing basis below that. So if a 15-minute candle closes below that, that would be my exit. On the upside, previous red bar candle high, $200.08. Gap in the charts. This is my shortable level. Now, NVIDIA is still beaten up, and so this is still an aggressive level on NVIDIA. So take a look at this. This would also be a stop out on a 15-minute closing basis. AMAT, look at this huge push up yesterday. Never got up to our 750 level. Then all of a sudden, now we're having this huge sell program. Caught a little bit of support right here at $668.35. What I would be looking at today, and this would be a pretty continual selling pressure, would be sitting about 5.6% lower. Gap in the charts at $626.25. And from the $740 high all the way in, that's a 15% sell-off. So for me, this would be a great opportunity to pick up AMAT for a long. And again, these are short scalps. Before we go any further, I'm going to just mention that we do have, here it is, we do have our course sales that are available for up to 40% off. If you want to get an idea of how I come up with these levels and how I navigate the charts, drawing support and resistance levels, and how to identify additional day trading opportunities, go ahead and scan that QR code to get access to all the resources that made us as successful as we are. So, all right, let's go back into the next chart. Here we go. MU is pulling down a little bit. My long level is $1,048.51 today. It's already gotten a little bit of a bounce. If we can maintain price action by 230 above this, then all of a sudden we can start marching higher. If we start closing below that on a 15-minute closing basis, then all of a sudden it opens the door for further selling. And then I would look to re-enter it or enter it for the first time, depending on how price action gets, $1,020.82, knowing that I've got additional support at $981.41. This is going to be a ton of support on the chart of MU. Now, we're still technically in an uptrend, even though we've had a couple good sell days, still technically in an uptrend on Micron. So these are the support levels to look at going forward. SanDisk had a nice sell-off, $2,048.43. Great gap in the charts. Got below it a little bit. Got to this high pivot point on the chart of SNDK around $23.53. Now we're getting a bit similar to the price action of what's going on with MU. If by 230 it's right at or around this level, then all of a sudden this is off of the table, because then the selling pressure can persist, and then we're coming back into at least this $2,007.31 level. I would be interested in picking this back up at a Pierce of $1,959. This is the level that if we do break 2048.43, this is the level that I'd be interested in trading SNDK. And you notice that I'm going over the charts that have current either drawdowns or bids to the upside. So Alcoa, look at this previous gap in the charts. Ton of price consolidation. If we can drop back into $46.19, this is going to be a major support level, not only for a day trade, but a potential swing trade as well. If we can go up a little bit more and we can fill this gap today at 52.06, then all of a sudden it changes the trajectory. And now this would be an opportunity to take advantage of a potential short play. Now let's go ahead and open up my watch list to see what's kind of moving. In addition to the stocks that I just covered, Fubo TV, still beaten up in the charts. This is not something that I'd be interested in. Meta had some good positive news today. So if Meta jumps up a little bit more, you're going to have some resistance right here. See all of this price consolidation. If we can get up to $638.25, this is a no-brainer short for me, because I could always stop out on a 15-minute closing basis above that level. We still have about $10 to go, but this is going to be a ton of resistance with a couple pivot highs just above it at 642. 67. APP is having a nice push to the upside. Let me go ahead and remove all of these trend lines so I can show you or give you an example of where the next support is, or excuse me, resistance. So here was a major resistance level. As you can see, $568.76. We're above that level now. If we consolidate and can fail to really close above this level, then I can see a sell-off in APP. Now, if it does push above that, you've got this pivot top right here, as well as this red bar candle high. So $578.34 is the next level of resistance that I'd be looking for on APP. Now, if you're a little bit more conservative and you think that APP still has further upside, you would wait for a $600 pierce, and you would be looking to enter it at 605.63. Overall, we are getting overly extended on APP, and so I do anticipate some form of a pullback today. Palantir, here was a resistance level at $127.99. If it can get to this previous gap in the charts, you should have a solid rejection. If it does get above that on a 15-minute closing basis, then I would look to stop out. And then you have these low pivots right here around $130. I would wait for a $130 pierce and then enter a trade for a short on Palantir. Reddit's pushing. Nice move to the upside. Look at this. Here we have this upsloping trend line on RDDT. If we can push up into this resistance trend line of just above $200, that is where I'd be looking to short RDDT today. Even though it's up 10%, ton of resistance, but we're pushing through it. So if you're a little bit more aggressive, here is a previous gap in the charts at $195.19 that you could look to short this thing on a day trade basis. As far as a swing trade, we're creating a low, pivot high, higher low, higher high. We did take out this low. However, we got back above it, put in another high, higher low, and now we're making another higher high. So we're looking at a potential up move on Reddit. The bottom looks to be in, at least for now, at 124 or 120. $109 or $120 pierce. That's what I have for you guys. Again, go back and actually let me go ahead and add this. Scan that QR code. If you guys want to get access to our education at a significant discount, now is your time. Scan that QR code and get access to everything that our traders have put into these courses to make you a better swing trader, a better day trader, and overall better trader in general. So that's what I have for you guys. Please make sure you're smashing that like button, follow, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get notified when these videos drop. And we'll see you next time in the charts. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.